Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Alex, and I'm going to be showing you some of the Marvel cards that I've been buying recently. So I want to start off with these 2015 Vibranium cards that I've got. I think these cards are insanely cool looking. I really like the refractors they have on them. These cards have a couple different parallels, which you're looking at right now. And these ones are actually pretty expensive. Some of them are actually pretty pricey because they're decently rare. I think that if you're trying to invest in cards, that you should really think about rarity and the population report, because just think about this. If you have the 1990s Impel Marvel cards and you go get them graded, you get a PSA 10, you put it on the market, and even two more people come and get that same 10 and put it on the market, they can now compete with you and drive the prices down by lowering their prices. Well, say you have a card that nobody else has graded, it's in a PSA 1, then that gives you more negotiating power. No one can come in and drive the prices down, try to compete with you. You can hold your price for longer and you could get the price you want. It creates more negotiating power, and that's how people get premiums when they have the first cards graded or just cards with lower populations. So in my mind, I think it's a lot smarter to go for these cards that are undervalued. The hype hasn't hit them yet, so they haven't increased in price as much as other cards. They have lower populations, so I think just they have the fundamentals to make them a good investment. Now, not all these cards are going to be at their bottom, but I think a lot of these cards are at their bottom in terms of price. I don't think that they'll go any lower than they are right now because, it depends on which cards you're looking at, like I said. But these cards were posted, 3 months ago, so they're posted before all this hype hit, and they're binder collections, so they were, a whole set put in a binder, at least a part of a set put in a binder, and so the price was reduced, and they were, um, you know, put online before the hype was out, so they were already at a normal price. So I think that if you're trying to invest in these cards, they're already at the bottom, so you really can't get any lower than they're going to be. You can't really lose on them. And so what I've been doing is I'm looking at cards that are desirable, they look really cool, that have low PSA populations, that are going to be rarer than the Impel stuff, so less people can come in and compete with me. I'm curious to see how this will affect the market in the long term, but the rarer stuff is actually the more modern stuff. God, these cards are really cool, man. I like these cards a lot. Some of them are weird because it's just art printed over them, but besides that, I think they look really cool. So I will be grading these cards. I'm going to send some of the coolest ones off to PSA. Right now, I think that rarity is not even the biggest issue because none of these cards have really been graded before. So, say I pick this card, I'm pretty sure if I graded this card and I got a 10, it'd probably be the only one ever in a PSA 10. So I could have, more negotiating power with that. So I don't think rarity is really a big issue right now. I think desirability is a big issue. One reason the 1990s Impel are so popular is because they hit that nostalgia factor and they remind people of when they're kids. But I think that if you look at the sports card market, a lot of the cards that sell are the refractors or the shiny, cool looking ones, and even in Pokemon, modern cards, the modern cool ones sell a lot better than the old rare ones because they just don't look as cool. The old rare cards. Dang, look at these ones. These ones are really nice. Groot, Daredevil, Hulk. So I think desirability is a big factor, and I think these cards in a PSA slab will look beautiful. So that is just one set of cards that I am buying right now. I'm going to get some of them graded at PSA. I think that PSA is the king. I don't think that there are many other options right now. You will get a much higher price if you go to PSA. I don't know why. I think that people pay for the label over the cards because there are other services which actually grade a little bit harsher. But nothing holds a premium like the PSA slab. It's just that label. It's like, it's like the Gucci or the Prada, just more desirable. And then there's also the black label, BGS, gold label, but those are harder to achieve. And so unless you have a really perfect card, I wouldn't recommend sending it to them. But these cards are actually in pretty good condition. You can tell the person who owned them prior to me took good care of them. So, maybe I'll send some off to BGS. But I think that right now that PSA is the king. There's PSA and there's BGS. Outside of them, you shouldn't really consider anybody else. So yeah, I think that these cards are beautiful. Can't wait to see them slabbed up. I'm gonna show you which ones I grade. Probably I'll do another video for that. But I just wanted to jump on here, show you some of the cards I've been buying, talk a little bit about them, talk about why I'm buying them, and yeah, what do you guys think of these cards? Do you like them? What cards are you buying? What cards do you think are a good investment? Curious to hear what you think. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, drop a comment. I will see you guys later. Y'all have a good one.